77 famous. Next to $777 is going to the winner of this race. The field enters the restart zone. We're getting ready to take the green 5. Bobby Blanchette waves the double green flags, and we are modified racing. Look at the jump by Tyler Leary. Pole points, you have a couple cars spinning. Zulo goes around, but he's going to keep it going. We're going to stay green. Tyler Leary going to come out of turn number 4, and he's going to lead the first tour time modified laps of his career. Side by side for third, here comes Matt Kimball, or excuse me, that's John McKennedy. McKennedy and Emmerling, the Whelen Modified Tour stars, side by side for third. McKennedy has the advantage on the high lane. Emmerling is in the inside in the third spot. John McKennedy, second in all-time series wins here at the Claremont Motorsports Park. Matt Kimball is number 1 all-time. As McKennedy gets that third spot away from Patrick Emmerling. As Perry now trying to chase down the number 1 US Indy powered ride of Patrick Emmerling. Again, Emmerling, our MRS feature winner from the Northeast Classic at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. In that race, though, he was running his Race of Champions number 11 car in that race. Beat out the likes of Ronnie Williams, Jacob Perry, Anthony Nocella, and John McKennedy, Brett Meservey as well. He beat all of them to capture his first tour-type modified win at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Tyler Leary continues to be out in front. Brian Roby in the Bobby Weber Racing number 19. The Bumpy's Auto Service Velocity by Little Web sponsored 19. It was announced just a couple of days before Lee last week that Brian Roby and Bobby Weber are teaming up for 7 MRS races this year. The first one was at Lee USA Speedway last week where Brian Roby finished 8th. The second one is here at Claremont tonight. He's going to be in his own car in a couple weeks on July 4th for the MRS race at the Monadnock Speedway there. First car to go a lap down is going to be the 22 of Scholes. As Leary puts him a lap down, there's going to be some issues on the 22. He's going to pull it pit side. The rest of the field single filed out as Tyler Leary, the Iceman as they call him, continues to be out in front. Brian Roby second, John McKennedy is third, Patrick Emmerling fourth, Jacob Perry is rounding out your top 5. Kimball and Zahensky battling for position. Kimball's going to get the spot over Zahensky. That was the battle for the 9th spot. McKennedy tried to push it to the outside of Roby, wasn't able to make it work. Into turn 3, sparks fly out of the 79 machine. Out of turn number 4, McKennedy is right to the back bumper of the 19 of Roby. Down the back straightaway. Leary pulling away ever so slightly over the rest of the field. The battle is on for that second spot. Here comes McKennedy. Side by side for second. McKennedy's going to clear Roby for the second spot. Here comes Emmerling as Emmerling's going to follow McKennedy into the corner. Emmerling and Roby now side by side for third. Emmerling's going to get the spot over Roby. Roby lost 2 spots during that lap as McKennedy and Emmerling have gone past him as they now try to chase down rookie contender for Rookie of the Year, Tyler Leary. A track Tyler Leary knows very well here at the Claremont Motorsports Park. Has led them all so far after starting on the pole after winning our foot race with the top 3 as he's beating out Patrick Emmerling after he took a tumble. And Brian Roby. Ryan Doucette now in the 5th spot. Here comes Perry, gonna push it to the inside of Roby, side by side for 4th. Perry's gonna get the jump on Roby for 4th, and there it is. Here comes Ryan Doucette. He gets to the back bumper of Brian Roby down the back straightaway. 18 laps into this feature event at the line. The battle is on for fifth between Brian Roby and Ryan Doucette. Roby trying to hold steady in that fifth spot. Ryan Doucette trying to make a pass for him. Last time out here at the Claremont Motorsports Park at our championship finale in October. Ryan Doucette with a runner-up spot there, his first podium of the 2025 season, ended the year off strong. Looking to carry some of that momentum into 2026. Leary, McKennedy, and Emmerling still your top three as they're starting to break away from Jacob Perry in fourth. Keep an eye on that battle for fifth. To get a view of the top five on Pit Row TV. Roby still holding steady in the fifth spot. Ryan Doucette sixth. TJ Blow seventh. Brett Meservey has moved his way through the field. He started in the 11th spot. He's moved his way up to the 8th spot now. Returning to the track, he won his first Tour Type Modified Series championship at caution flag is out as we have a car stopped in turn number 2. It's going to be the 17 of Matt Lashua that's around. That goes on Leary. They enter the restart zone. Green flag is in the air and we are back underway. Leary and McKennedy dead even going into turn number 1. Out of turn number 2, drag racing down the back straightaway. Leary with the advantage by a nose. Emmerling clears Perry for that third spot. Perry's going to put the bumper to Emmerling. No harm, no foul as McKennedy still riding the outside lane next to Tyler Leary in the 11X. Tyler Leary out of turn number 4, racing to the line. John McKennedy's going to get the jump on him that time by. Side by side as McKennedy clears Leary on the top side. Entering turn number 3 out of turn number 4. Tyler Leary now getting chased down by Patrick Emmerling in the number 1 machine. But a car length advantage separates second and third. Leary and Emmerling as McKennedy trying to pull away, trying to make it back-to-back MRS wins. Won just 7 days ago at the Lee USA Speedway. He is second in all-time MRS wins entering tonight. Rest of the field now single file out as a couple battles go on in the back of the pack between Derek Roby, John Michael Chenette, and Nate Wenzel. The top 11 are all single filed out. As McKennedy comes around and leads lap number 31. Tyler Leary still in the second spot. Patrick Emmerling in third. Jacob Perry fourth. Ryan Doucette fifth. Brett Meservey sixth. Trouble as Jamie Zullo goes into the infield. He's going to keep it rolling, but he just goes behind the light pole. That's going to bring out the caution. Our second caution of the event. After starting shotgun on the field, +9 for Chenette. They enter the restart zone. We are back underway. Emmerling gets a little squirrely on the restart. That's going to allow Perry to get alongside him. Perry has a jump on him out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. McKennedy clears Leary for the number 1 spot once again. Out of turn number 4, though. Battle is on for third. Patrick Emmerling in Jacob Perry. Emmerling re-clears Perry for the third spot. Battle is on now for fifth, and Brett Meservey on the outside, Doucette on the inside. Meservey has a jump on Doucette for fifth. He's going to clear Doucette for the fifth spot momentarily. Now he does out of turn number 4. Kimball, here comes Kimball, gets shot out of a cannon. He's side by side with Doucette now for the 6th spot. Side by side they go. Kimball with the advantage on the inside over Doucette. Kimball's going to get the spot. Kimball started 13th in this feature. Has moved his way all the way up to the 6th spot. Now trying to chase down Brett Meservy in the 5th spot. The all-time MRS winner at the Claremont Motorsports Park, because we have a whole bundle of cars in turn number 4. A big stack up in turn number 4 to bring out the caution for the 3rd time of the event. Jeremy Zullo, TJ Blow, Derek Roby, John Michael Chanette, Brad Zahensky, Nate Wenzel, and Corey Plummer all involved. Gonna go green this time now, actually. You'll force Stu McCormick back out on track. Enter the restart zone. Green flag is in the air. We are back racing. Emmerling very quickly clears Perry for the 3rd spot. Side by side for 2nd. Emmerling on the inside, Leary on the outside. And away goes John McKennedy for the race lead. Emmerling clears Leary for the 2nd spot. Here comes Perry now. They're trying to insert his name to the 3rd spot. He's there on the inside. Into turns 3 and 4. Here comes Meservy and Kimball. Meservy trying to hold off Kimball. That is the battle for the 5th spot on track. As Jarvis and Dusek continue to battle side by side for position. John McKennedy, your race leader. Patrick Emmerling now in the 2nd spot. Tyler Leary 3rd. Jacob Perry 4th. Brett Meservy 5th. Matt Kimball 6th. Now Joey Jarvis gets the 7th spot over Ryan Doucette. Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. Rest of the field now single filed out. As we might have a battle for 2nd once again as Leary gets right to the back bumper of Patrick Emmerling in the number 1. Leary the 11X, Emmerling in the 1. The best run for Tyler Leary here in Modified Racing Series action so far in 2026. Leary's right to the back bumper once again on Emmerling as you get a look at it up close on Pit Row TV. With Jacob Perry, Brett Meservy looking on. Matt Kimball has moved his way up from 13th all the way up to 5th. Well, excuse me, 6th is where Kimball is currently running. There's no transponder currently on the number 1. But Patrick Emmerling is in the 2nd spot. But he beat, breathing down his neck is the 11X of Tyler Leary. Turn number 4. It is still Leary and Emmerling. The battle for 2nd. That is the battle to watch on track. As they have pulled away from 4th and 5th and 6th of Perry, Meservy, and Kimball. Emmerling in the 1, Leary in the 11X. Emmerling, one of the best in tour type modified competition as Leary puts the bumper to Emmerling. Like Emmerling may have bobbled out of 2 that last lap, and Leary put the bumper to Emmerling. Down the back straightaway they go into turns 3 and 4. Staying patient in that 5th spot, waiting for the right move to make him possibly the 4th spot for the of Jacob Perry, currently riding in that in the number 21 in the 4th spot. In the turns 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. You can put Perry, Meservy, Kimball, and Jarvis 4th through 7th, all under a blanket as they try to gain on the 3rd place car of Tyler Leary. Ryan Roby has fallen all the way back from the 2nd spot to the 10th spot. Still just trying to find the right setup on that 19 machine. Again, drove his own car last year, now teaming up with Bobby Weber. in that 19 for 7 MRS races this year. Battle for 5th is on. Here comes Jarvis past Meservey. Jarvis in the 28 clears the 76. Jarvis is on the run. Jarvis started all the way back in the 17th position. And now he's moved his way all the way up to 5th. As Jarvis now tries to chase down the 21 of Jacob Perry. McKennedy in a world of his own. Emmerling is 2nd, Leary 3rd, but 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th are all just a car length apart from one another. Perry is 4th, Jarvis 5th, Meservey 6th, Kimball 7th. Just 16 laps to go at the line. That time by for the 79 of John McKennedy. Here comes Jarvis. He's going to clear Perry for the 4th spot. Plus 13 for Joey Jarvis. How about that? Jarvis started near the tail of the field last week at the Lee USA Speedway. Moved all the way up to the 3rd spot for his first podium since Hudson Speedway in August of 2024. As McKennedy going to put Zahensky another lap down. You'll see the gap on Pit Road TV between John McKennedy and Patrick Emmerling in the 1. Two of the best in tour type modified competition. A strong triple header weekend for John McKennedy last weekend, a win in the MRS at the Lee USA Speedway. A runner-up finish in the Monaco Modified Tri-Track Series at the new London Waterford Speed Bowl last Saturday. And then a win in the New England Super Modified Series at Star Speedway on Sunday. Looking to keep the hot streak going. Has already won 2 of the last 3 NASCAR Wheel Modified Tour events. One at Seekonk, the other one being at the Oxford Plains Speedway. Keep an eye on that battle for 3rd. Joey Jarvis and Tyler Leary. Going to be 11 laps to go at the line that time for the 79 of McKennedy. Zahensky goes low once again as Leary and Jarvis get past him. Leary trying to round out the podium for the first time in tour type modified competition, trying to hold off the hard charging Joey Jarvis in car number 28. McKennedy once again catching up the lap traffic. TJ Blow, Derek Roby, and Matt Lashua. That's Jarvis now just a car length back for 3rd on the 11X of Tyler Leary. Going to be 7 laps to go that time by for John McKennedy. About a half a straightaway lead for McKennedy over Emmerling as Jarvis gets past Leary for the 3rd spot. Leary tried the crossover move out of 4, wasn't able to make it work. Joey Jarvis once again in 3rd. Tyler Leary, a strong run so far here tonight at the Claremont Motorsports Park. Looking to tie his best career tour time modified finish in the rain showing Winchester 101 where he finished 4th. Currently riding in that 4th spot right now. Just 4.5 laps to go for the 79 of John McKennedy. Out of turn number 4. Now has about a straightaway lead over the 1 of Emmerling. As Jarvis might be able to reel in the 1 of Emmerling over these last couple of laps. Just 3 laps to go at the line. Emmerling 2nd, Jarvis is 3rd. As Jarvis has pulled away from Leary, who's currently in the 4th spot. Emmerling and Jarvis entering turn number 3 now. Calm, cool, and collected the last 40 laps of this feature event. As does. Jarvis has closed the gap even more on Emmerling. They go into turns 3 and 4. Blow gets a little loose next to Zulo right in front of the leader of John McKennedy. Jarvis trying to get to that back bumper of the one in Emmerling, trying to make a move. Emmerling stuck behind the 27 of Roby. Emmerling's going to have to send him up the track. Checkered flag is in the air. John McKennedy, your race leader, your race winner. Patrick Emmerling second, Joey Jarvis third. Tyler Leary fourth, Jacob Perry rounding out your top 5 in the 5th spot. Fans, he's climbing out of the car. Your Modified Racing Series feature winner, car number 79 of John McKennedy. All right, John, quite the hot streak you're on. That's back-to-back MRS feature wins for you. That's already your 5th Tour Type Modified win here alone in 2026. How'd the car feel like, and you think it's ready for the Whelen Tour event next month?
Yeah, the car felt really good. I mean, all day we were pretty much on top of the board as far as speed. Yeah, man, things are rolling. This is, I don't know, I think our 4th win in the last 6 races with 3 different series and, what, 4 different racetracks. So shout out to all my guys, all my crew guys for coming out today. Big help. It's been a tough last week, just all the racing we've done and just everyone trying to rearrange their schedule. So thanks to all them. Thanks for Russ last minute. Spotting for me tonight, did a great job. We weren't coming today until about 10 o'clock this morning. We made up our mind to thrash and try to get it all ready. So it all worked out. It's always great to be here at Claremont. It's been a great track for me. It's a fun little technical track. And yeah, I look forward to coming here in a few weeks with the NASCAR Modified Tour.
Fans, I'll let him hear you one more time. Your feature winner for the Modified Racing Series, car number 79 of John McKennedy.